Gluten intolerance refers to the condition where the body is unable to effectively digest gluten, leading to symptoms such as abdominal discomfort, bloating, and irregular bowel movements. Individuals with celiac disease experience an adverse reaction to gluten consumption. While there is no cure for gluten intolerance, adopting a gluten-free diet can assist in managing the associated symptoms. In this video, we will discuss prevalent indications of gluten intolerance that can indicate difficulties in digesting gluten. Prior to delving into the topic, we kindly request you to subscribe to our channel and enable notifications for future content. Let's start. Number 10. Digestion problems. If you have this problem, your body isn't absorbing nutrients properly. This can lead to a number of symptoms, including bloating, diarrhea, and constipation. You may also experience gas cramps or stomach pain. Digestive problems are a common sign of gluten intolerance because gluten triggers an inflammation response in your gut. This can cause irritation and damage to your intestines, which makes it hard for your body to absorb nutrients from food. Number 9. Bloating. People with gluten sensitivity have an immune system that reacts to gluten by making antibodies that attack the small intestine lining. Gluten intolerance symptoms vary from person to person, but most people with this condition have stomach pain, bloating, and gas after eating gluten-rich foods. Gluten can increase intestinal gas production in people with this condition by making their colons hold on to water, which leads to more gas production. Gas can also be made when your body breaks down the complex proteins in gluten into simpler forms of protein called peptides. Number 8. Lactose intolerance. Lactose intolerance isn't a disease, it's a situation that happens when the body doesn't have enough of the enzyme lactase, which is needed to digest the lactose in milk and other dairy products. If you have lactose intolerance, you can't handle or absorb lactose as well as you should. This can cause uncomfortable symptoms like bloating, gas, and diarrhea. In fact, 85% of people with celiac disease also have trouble digesting dairy products, so if you can't handle lactose, there's a good chance you can't handle gluten either. Number 7. More worry and stress. Some of these symptoms may seem clear, but others may not be. This is a common sign of gluten intolerance that many don't know about. Stress causes an increase in heart rate, blood pressure, sweating, and muscle tension. It can cause headaches and abdominal pain, especially epidysmagor. When the body reacts to stress, it releases adrenaline into the bloodstream, which tightens the muscles and raises the heart rate, so you can either fight or run away from danger. This is called the fight or flight response. When we have chronic stress, our bodies can lose this hormone over time. This can lead to health problems like depression, anxiety disorders, and insomnia. Number 6. Fatigue. Gluten intolerance can cause many different symptoms, but fatigue is one of the most common. Fatigue can be caused by low iron levels, lack of sleep, or stress, but it's common for people with gluten intolerance to feel tired because they are working hard to fight off the effects of the condition. Gluten intolerance often feel tired and weak after eating foods with wheat or other gluten-containing grains like rye and barley. If you think you might be sensitive to gluten or any other food substance, talk to your doctor about how to test and treat yourself. Number 5. Arms or legs that don't feel right. A strong sign of gluten intolerance is tingling or numbness in the arms or legs. This is more common than most people think and can lead to major health problems if not treated correctly. If you notice tingling or stiffness in your arms or legs, you should consult a doctor right away to find out if you are gluten intolerant. Your doctor will check you out physically. If they think you have this condition, they will ask about your medical history and do all necessary tests. They may also order an endoscopy, which is a test in which a small camera is put into your digestive tract. If numbness happens at night while you sleep, it could be caused by poor circulation in your legs and feet from sitting all day with your legs crossed. Number 4. Bone health getting worse. If you have celiac disease or gluten intolerance, You probably already know that it can make you lose a lot of nutrients from your food, which can lead to problems like weight gain and osteoporosis. One study found that people with celiac disease have less bone mass than people who don't have celiac disease. In this study, people with celiac disease had lower bone density than people with type 1 diabetes. Another study found that people with celiac disease had significantly lower bone mineral density than people without celiac disease or other chronic diseases. If left untreated, it can lead to serious health problems like osteoporosis or osteopenia, which is when your bones aren't as dense as they should be but aren't yet osteoporotic either. Number 3. Anemia. Gluten intolerance can cause anemia by destroying red blood cells. This happens because gluten-containing foods contain a protein called gliadin. Gliadin contains another protein called alpha-gliadin, which is broken down by an enzyme called transglutaminase. When this happens, your defense system starts to fight itself and kills red blood cells. If this keeps going on for a long time, it causes anemia. People with celiac disease are more likely to get anemia than those of gluten intolerance, but don't have celiac disease. Number 2. Migraines. Frequent migraine headaches are one of the most common signs of celiac disease. Migraines cause severe pain on one side of the head that can last for hours or days at a time. They can also make you sensitive to light and sound and make you feel sick. You may have heard that gluten can cause headaches, but the line isn't widely accepted. However, some people who eat gluten regularly experience this symptom. People with celiac disease may get migraines because their immune systems react to gluten in their bodies, causing inflammation that can irritate your nervous system and make you feel sick or give you headaches. Number 1. Dental problems. Dental troubles, like tooth decay or gum disease, are one of the most common signs of gluten intolerance. This is because too much yeast in your gut makes dangerous bacteria grow. These bacteria then make toxins that damage your teeth and gums by making acid. Gluten can cause inflammation in the mouth and gums, which can lead to a sore throat or mouth. People with celiac disease are more likely to have tooth enamel erosion than those without celiac disease. This is because ongoing inflammation in the mouth weakens tooth enamel over time, which causes erosion. And that concludes today's discussion. Are there any additional symptoms of gluten intolerance that you're aware of? Feel free to share your insights in the comments below. We appreciate your support, so please remember to like and share our videos. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and enable notifications to stay updated with our latest content.